for those of you who didn't hear, today we're going to do some balancing stuff. So I'll be coming off this mat because I'm rubbish on the mat. So I'll be stepping forward when we get to balancing. And then we're going to do some leg work, obviously bum work, tummy work, and arms. So as I said, we're trying to work on the backs of our arms and across the chest. So we're doing some stretches after that as well. So take your feet a comfortable distance apart. Let's get our posture right first of all. So we spread the toes along the floor. We soften the knees. Then pull those thighs back and squeeze the bottom under. Pull in from the tummy button. Take those shoulder blades down your back. So pull them down the back, shoulders are relaxed, and pull up tall out at the top of the head. Give me a nice deep breath, lift it up, and breathe it out. Go again, lift up, deep breath in, ready for the work ahead, and out, and one more, lift up, and out. Start with your roll down, so chin tucks in. Keep the belly button pulled in towards the spine as you roll all the way down that back. Head down towards the floor and then roll back up one by one, building the vertebrae. At the top, take yourself over to your right and then over to your left. Place your hands on your booty and arch back. And repeat again in your own time. So we're just warming up our body here, getting it ready for the work we're about to do. Every time you do the movement, just take it a little bit further over, a little bit further back, and a little bit further down to the floor. So just in your own time here. Shut your eyes, get yourself really in the zone. Feel where your body's moving. Feel the muscles you're trying to stretch and the joints you're trying to move. We'll do one more here. So make it a good one. Get your hands all the way down to the floor if you can. Soften the knees if you need to. One by one, all the way back up again. Over. And again. And a big arch back. Squeeze your bum and come back to the center. Take your hands to the heart center and bring those feet together. So we're starting now to get our core engaged as we remove our center of gravity right to one point. Pull those shoulder blades down your back. So tree pose. Spread those toes. Soften the knees. Push the thighs back. Squeeze the bum. Pull the tummy button in. Shoulder blades down your back. Tall out to the top of your head. Keep that posture as you rotate right and left. Upper body turns and the hips stay still. So really working into your upper back area, middle of the back. Keep rotating right and left. Couple more each side. Stay with your right side now. So keep those hips still. Headlights on your hips, keep them forward. Don't let them go anywhere. This maintains your posture. Grounded to the floor. 4 more here. Each time, turn a little bit more. Hold it on the last one. Stick the bottom out. Lift that right elbow up. So starting now to again unbalance yourself as you take the arm up and down. Follow with your gaze. And a couple more here. On this last one, place that left hand outside of the right knee. Take the right arm up and back down. Again, follow with your gaze. How far can you get that arm back? You're looking to rotate all the way back. Stretch the arm tall towards the ceiling. Really lift high. Use that left hand to push against the outside of the right knee to give you something to push against to rotate a little bit more. Couple more here. On this last one, hold it up there. Now really push with that left arm and reach down to the outside of that right ankle. Now you should be able to get a little bit further back with that right arm. Bend the left knee and lean forward a little bit more towards the floor. Feel a good stretch down the back of that right leg. Follow with your gaze if you can, just hold it. So core's working to keep you stable. Good rotation into your back and a good stretch down the back of that right leg. Take the right arm back, left arm follows, all the way to the other side. Now reach tall with that right hand, reach down with the left. Good opening out of the arms. And come back to center. Let's find our tree pose again. So spread those toes. Soften the knees, pull the thighs back. Squeeze the bum forward. Belly button in, shoulder blades down your back. Relax the shoulders, pull up tall out of the top of the head. Rotate left. Each time you're just turning a little bit more to that left side. How far can you go around but keeping those hips nice and still? Just a couple more. Hold it on this one, stick the bottom out. Lift that left elbow up. Right up towards the ceiling. Again, good movement into that upper back. Couple more here. And hold it on the last one. Right hand outside of that left knee. Use that to push against as you take the left arm up and back. Again, follow with your gaze. Push it all the way back and back down. Couple more here. Hold it at the top. Now really push with that right hand. Reach down to the outside of the left ankle. Bend that right leg. How far can you push that left arm back? Use that right arm to purchase against the leg. Lean forward a little bit more and straighten that left leg a bit more. Feel the stretch down the back of that left leg. Rotate left arm back, right arm follows all the way down to the other side. Reach up tall with that left hand, down with the right. Come back to heart center. Swing those arms. One more, big circle, and go again. And a circle. Two more. And circle, one more, and circle. Good, so a little bit warmer now. I'm going to step off the mat, choose where you need to go. We're doing our balancing work. So you're going to bring your feet together. You're going to stand on your left leg. Now when you stand on a single leg, there's a tendency to do this. I want you to pull that hip in. So engage this glute med muscle. That's going to keep your pelvis nice and stable. Turn that right foot out. Hands can stay on your hip to start with. Don't let this knee drop out. So really push against it. Bring the foot up, if you can, off the floor. Oops, she's it. Take it to wherever you can reach it. Lisa, I know I can take her leg right up there, but she's a little bit weird. Okay. Take your arms out. Push that right knee out. Squeeze with this left glute. Take the right leg out and turn the toe down. So So leading with the outside ankle bone. Now lean over to your left, bring your right arm up and your right leg up. Pull that core in, squeeze it. Now take that leg behind and arms go back out to the side. Lift that leg up and flatten your body to make a tabletop. Now, if you can, go down towards the floor. Lift that right leg up. Come back up. Whoop. Sorry. Take hold of your right ankle and your left hand comes up. Oh, sorry. Okay, keep going. Now take your body forward and lean towards, bringing that leg up behind. And come back. Oh, I'm rubbish on that right leg, so I really need to work on my right leg. You'll notice which one is good for you, which one is bad for you. So my right leg does need work. So we're going to go to the left side. Hands at heart center. Lift that leg up. Turn that left knee out. Take the arms out. Squeezing this right glute. Don't push this right knee against the left leg. Sorry, don't push the left leg against the right knee. Actually a squeeze of the leg. Take that leg out to the side. Turn the toe down. Lean to your right. Lift that left arm up, left leg up. Take the leg behind and the arms out to the side. Lean towards the floor into a flat back. Lift that left leg up behind you. Head towards the floor. Come up. Get hold of your get hold of your left ankle and bring your right arm up. Lean towards the floor. And come back. And release those ankles. Whoa. So those balance exercises, they kill me, and my right side is definitely worse. So you may have seen a difference with your side. So we need to work on those, the ones that are bad. So my homework is my right side. They're really good. Balance is so important. It looks easy. I know, quite tough. I want you to turn to your side now. We're going to work again on the legs, but in a more kind of aggressive fashion, I guess. Step forward with your right foot. Step back with your left into a big runner's lunge. So from here, I want you to see what happens to my right knee. I'm not going forward like that. I'm going down with my left leg. So the right knee is staying exactly where it was, and you're going down with that left leg. You're on the toes of the left leg. Place your hands wherever you feel comfortable. We're working into this position. Make sure the distance between your two legs is enough so that you don't move forward on that right leg. Head down. So down, towards the floor and back up. And again down, towards the floor and back up. Down and up. Down and up. Rest whenever you feel you need to. This is quite controlled and hard work. Now when you come up with that left glute, I want you to really squeeze it. So as you go down, now squeeze left glute as you straighten up. So you're using your glute to get you up there as much as you're using your thigh. Now pulse for 3. 3, 2, 1. Left glute engage. Again. 3, 2, 1. Left glute engage. Again. 3, 2, 1. Left glute. One more. 3, 2, 1. 7 pulses. 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 again. Here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15. Last lot. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Lean forward. Lean forward. Squeeze and straighten that left leg. Now you're holding with the right glute here, so squeeze it. Lean forward a bit more. Straighten that left leg a bit more. Come up if you can. Lift up with those arms. And come up. Whew, shake those legs. Whew. Okay, sadly, we have to do it the other way. So you're now going to step forward with the left leg. Big step forward. So into your runner's lunge. Watch that left knee. It's not going forward, it's the right knee that's going down. Hands wherever they're comfortable. Onto the toes of that right leg. Lowering down and back up. Head that right knee towards the floor. Now start to squeeze with that right glute as you straighten that leg up. Pulse for 3. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. Again, pulse for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. 7 pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the right glute. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze 7, 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Lean forward. Squeeze with that left glute. Lean forward a bit more. Straighten the right leg. Hold it. Lean forward a bit more. Straighten that right leg a bit more. Come up if you can. Reach up tall. And release. Whoa. Shake those legs off. Woo, that worked. Okay, we're going to take our legs wide. This is one of my favourites at the moment. It's not a nice one, but it does seem to work your glutes. So we're doing our frog squat. So, coming down. You runners out there might find it more difficult to get down there. Place your hands together. Pop that bottom down. Chest is up. Single time. Tuck under, up. Tuck under, up. Pulse for 3 here. Pulse 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1, and up. Again. 3, 2, 1, and up. One more. 3, 2, 7 pulses if you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15, last lot. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Oh, straighten out. Oh, well done. Okay, spread those legs a little bit more. Turn the feet out. Take your arms towards the floor. So a little bit of a stretch into the inner thigh. If you can get your elbows down to the floor and just hang. Walk your hands over towards your right leg. Take your chest towards that right leg. Hands either side of the leg. So a little bit of a hamstring, back of the thigh stretch, as well as the inner thigh. And walk over to your left. Again, chest towards that leg. And back to the center. Walk those feet in. And stand up. Whew. Okay, we're going to head to the floor. So come onto your hands and knees. So a little bit of arm work now. Legs are nicely warmed up now, though they should be. So place your hands just a little bit wider than your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. So the distance between your hands and your knees is about the length of your body. Now, we're going to be doing some press-ups to start with, so working into those arms. Now, you can stay in this position, but you must have your nose going beyond your hands as you lean down. Arms can go out, elbows can go out as you come down and back up. Now, those of you a little bit stronger, take it so that your bottom is dropped down and you're in a nice straight line, and you're taking again nose down beyond. And those of you who are feeling really strong, up into your plank, lowering down and back up. You choose which is right for you. I want you to try and do 20. So do them in sets of 5 or 10 or full on 20 in your own time. Ready? You can do it in sets of 2s, whatever you want. Start with the hard, work your way back down if you can. Ready? Off you go. Ada, you can probably do about 120. So you can keep going. How are we doing, Lisa and Geraldine?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Are you nearly there? I had a rest. Nearly, okay. When you're ready, when you're done, take those hands above your head, stretch out, drop the head down towards the floor, rest down onto your heels. Good stretch down into the back. Okay, stay in this position when you're done. Have your hands in front of you. Now we're going to do a little bit of shoulder blade work here. So just really listen to what I have to say. You're going to turn your palm over and you're going to lift that straight arm up off the floor by using your shoulder blade. So you really need to engage your shoulder blade. The lower part of your shoulder blade is the bit that's going to be working. This is quite intense. It sounds really easy, but you may only be able to lift off a very small distance. However high you can go is exactly fine. So we're going to try and do 10 on each arm. So straighten the arms out, whichever palm you want to do, turn over your palm. Palms facing up. Now engage that lower corner of your shoulder blade. And I want you to raise the arm off the floor. It's not a raise of the body. The body and the head are going to stay still and just lift the arm off and back down. Really working into the lower part of the shoulder blade and repeat 10 times. You may again find that one side is easier to do than the other. So just decide which one it is. Which one do you think is a little bit weaker? So do as many as you can, up to the 10. When you've done 10 on one side, change to the other side. So this is really working on controlling the position of your shoulder blade. And the position of your shoulder blade is really important for good shoulder function. It stops things like shoulder impingement, it stops nerve impingement going down from the neck. If the position of your shoulder blade is correct, it will help with so many things. So when you're done, if you can just sit yourselves up onto your bum, and with your arms behind you. Hopefully you're still all with me. You haven't died along the way. Ada's probably still doing 100 press-ups. Okay, so now we're going to do the backs of the arms. So if you want to take yourself onto your sofa or settee or chair or whatever and come off the chair with your bottom like that, arms still on the sofa, you can do that. Or you can have your hands behind you now, facing towards your bottom. You can lift your bottom off the floor and bend from here. Whatever one you do, you have to bend the elbows and they have to stay in. So you're really trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together and keep those elbows from flailing out. So we don't want this, it has to stay here. So whichever one you're doing, on the sofa, on the floor, bottom up, bottom down, let's go. We're going to try and do 20 of these. So again, in your own time, 4 lots of 5, whatever you want to do. If you are lifting your bottom up, make sure it's not just your bottom going up and down. It's actually your arms that are bending up and down. So again, you're really pulling in your core as you're doing this. You should feel the back of your arms. These are those flappy bits we talked about. We don't really want to use pegs. We'd rather have them nice and toned. So this one that does really kill is one of your good go-tos. Easy to do, she says. Easy as in you can do it anywhere, not easy as it's easy to do, because it really isn't easy to do. So hopefully they're burning very slightly now as you're working into these muscles, toning up these flappy bits. I've no idea how many I've done. What are we on, Lise? Are we done?
45.
I did 145. Right, turn to face me. Smile. As you've done the arm work, just shake your shoulders out. Take your arms out wide with your thumbs up. Pull the arms back and then turn your thumbs down. This is stretching into your biceps. Pull out again and just reach back. Take your hands onto your bum cheeks and just stretch out your chest. Bring those elbows together. Take your right arm up, drop it between your shoulder blades, reach above or in front of your arm. Stretching now down the back of that arm. Change to the other side. Again, stretch down the back of that arm. Good. And release. Come onto your sides. So resting onto your forearm. Now just check down the sides of your body. Make sure you're in a nice alignment. Your knees and your feet are in a nice line. From here, we're going to be working to the waist, into your obliques. Now you can do this with a bent leg, or you can straighten the leg out. Entirely up to you. The bent leg obviously makes it a little bit easier to lift your body off the floor. Hands start here. We're going to do a lovely mermaid. Lift up, push that right hip off the floor, and lower back down. Now, if you can do that with a straight leg, do it with a straight leg. So lifting up, reach right over and back down. The purpose is to get this right hip right off the floor. So lifting up and back down. Really pull the belly button in still. Make sure your body's in that nice straight line. Couple more here. One more. And down. Now again, keep the straight legs if you can. Bend the bottom leg if you need to. Entirely up to you. This is going to be a little bit harder. You're going to stay up there for a bit. So you may want to start with that bent leg. Lift the arm up over you. You're going to bring your right knee, your left knee, top knee, sideways to meet your left elbow. So lifting up and back down. If you can do this with your straight leg, all good. This is 5. We're doing another 5. One more. I think that's 10. And relax down. Again, straighten the leg if you can. Keep the leg bent. You're going to come up, bend your elbow, and rotate down and back up in that upward position. So from here, rotate and up, or from here, rotate and up. We're going to do, let's say, 6 on each side. Ready? Lift up. And rest down. Well done. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. Leg bent, check your position of your body. So look down your body. If you can have the legs straight, fantastic. From here, sorry, I should be up on my shoulders. From here, arm bends here, lift up and back down. Reach right over. Really lifting that left hip off the floor. 3 to go. And back down. Again, if you can, keep the legs straight or bend the knee if you need to. You're lifting that right leg and right arm. Ready? Lift up. Two to go. And relax down. Well done. Last little bit. Hand is resting, rotating down. 6 of them if you can. Bend that bottom leg if you need to. Ready? Here we go. And rest still. Well done. Come onto your tummies. While we're in this position, we're doing to our plank. So you choose which is right for you. From this position here, lifting your tummy off the floor. Don't let the bottom come up. Don't let it sag. If you can come onto your toes, all well and good. Okay. So let me just have a little check of my watch. Okay, so a minute here if we can. Ready? Oh, it's not going to let me do it very easily without my watch on. You don't happen to have a phone near you, do you, Lise?
Yeah, I can do a minute.
Can you? Perfect. Can you do a 30, then a minute, then 1:30? So whichever one you can do, rest if you need to. Lisa's going to direct us, so we're ready to go. So really want you to squeeze your bottom, pull that belly button in, engage your pelvic floor, and lifting up.
Okay, ready, go.
Okay, so really squeeze the glutes now. This should make you shake. If you're not shaking, you're very strong, but you may need to just squeeze it a bit harder. So really want you to work into your core. If you can raise your feet off the floor, 1 foot and then the other, keep going with that. If you can tap your toes to the side, 1 foot and then the other, that's 30, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep squeezing, guys. Keep bottom squeezing. Keep pulling that belly button in. Try to keep your head in alignment with your body, so don't let it drop down. Squeeze it hard. Pull that belly button in a bit more. Squeeze the bum a bit harder. I'm shaking like a good one. I don't know about the rest of you. A minute. Rest if you need to, guys. If you're working this well, if you're working hard, you should really feel this. Squeeze it.
10 seconds to go to a minute and a half.
Well done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. When you work that properly, that really does engage. Okay, let's turn over onto our backs. We're going to carry on with some tummy work, core work as well, but including your abs. So lay down flat on your back. Hands just down by your sides. Bring right leg into a single tabletop, left leg to a double tabletop. Hips should be at 90 degrees, legs at 90 degrees to the floor. Arms up over you. Cool, I'm still shaking from the plank. These arms are suddenly very heavy. Okay, I want you to take your right leg down towards the floor and bring it back up. Your left leg does the same. Towards the floor as low as you can get. Make sure there's still a connection between your lower back and the floor. Just keep repeating that. Now if you want to add a single arm, single leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. So we start to do the dying bug impression. As you're going overhead, I really want you to think about your rib cage coming down towards your pelvis. So you're engaging the ribs and they're not flaring up. That's starting to get your core engaged using diaphragm and your abs. Now if you can start to do double arms and single leg. So both arms go overhead as one leg goes out and the other leg goes out. Now those of you that feel comfortable with doing two legs, just make sure you're still keeping that connection between your back and the floor and the ribs don't flare up. Both legs going out, both arms going out. So really pulling that belly button in, squeezing the pelvic floor, making sure the arms only going as far as your ribs flaring will allow. So really lengthening out the body. This is called your single or your double arm stretch. You choose which one's right for you. And I want you to really slow this down. Let's shut your eyes. Feel where your muscles are working. Lengthen those muscles all the way down towards the floor and back up again. Again, you've worked this core really hard already. It's probably starting to fatigue a bit, so listen to your body. If you need to go back to single, that's absolutely fine. We've got a couple more here. Really engaging the core now. Holding you stable. And we have one more. And come back, hug those knees in towards the chest. Roll side to side, round and round. Place your feet back down onto the floor. Your hands now supporting the weight of the head. Now you're going to start with just bringing one knee in towards the chest as your shoulders, with your elbows staying wide, come up to meet the knee and back down. Now make sure you're not pulling on that neck, so just the fingertips supporting the weight of the neck and not pulling on it. There's a distance of a small squishy peach underneath your chin. Now keep squeezing that leg in. So we're now starting to engage the lower abs as well as the upper abs. So you're doing a nice curl. Now you can keep this going, or you can take your arms away and start to bring your arms and lengthen the lever. Now you can stay with this, or you can start to add a little bit of a dynamic and a sit up. So you're coming up and you're sitting up. Little bit of a balance at the end and a lower down with your arms being controlled. So you choose again which is right for you. As you're lowering down, try to engage the core on the way down. Don't just flop all the way down. Whichever one you're doing, it's all about slow, controlled movements. Just a few more here. One more. And hug those knees in. Roll side to side, round and round. Good. Take your feet back down to the floor. Take your hands supporting the weight of the head again, fingertip touch. Elbows stay wide, so you shouldn't be able to see those elbows in your peripheral. The elbows are nice and flat towards the floor. Squeeze the belly button in as you lift up and lower down. So shoulders coming off the floor now, and there's that squishy peach underneath your chin. So the distance between your chin and your chest stays the same. Elbows you shouldn't be able to see in your peripheral. Pulse for 3. 3, 2, 1, lower down. And again, pulse 3, 2, 1, lower down. Now, if you want to stay with this, stay with this. Otherwise, reach towards your knees. So 3, 2, 1, and lower. Again, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Keep that going. Now, if you want to stay with this, or wherever you are, just stay. Those that want, bring the knees up into a double tabletop. So now you're reaching towards your ankles. You've taken your hip flexors out of the game by lifting your legs up. So now it's pure abs. There's no hip flexor control at all. Still pulsing for 3 if you can, or return to your singles. Whichever one suits you, it's your workout. Now again, stay with this if you wish, or take it one stage further and the legs come up. Now you're reaching up towards the ankles. If you need to support the weight of the head with one hand and switch hands, that's absolutely fine. You choose again what's right for you. We've got a couple more here. And hold it here. Everyone take their legs up, cross the ankles. Take your hands down to the floor to start. From here, reverse those lunges. So it's lower abs now, down underneath your belly button. If you want to bend your knees, keep the chest in towards you. I don't want a swinging action. It's a squeeze of those lower abs. So you're just trying to lift those feet up towards the ceiling about an inch. Slowly lift up. Squeeze it up. So it's a lift, not a swing. There's hardly any movement of the feet. Just squeezing up. Now, if you want to increase this, you can reach up with your hands. Let's pulse for 3. So now you're doing upper and lower abs at the same time, pulsing for 3 if you can. A few more here. 1, 2 more. And one more. And release. Oh. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Roll side to side, round and round. Well done. Take your feet back down to the floor. Take your hands on to support the weight of your head. Fingertip touch again. Elbows stay wide. Take right elbow and shoulder, more the shoulder actually, towards the left knee. So you roll onto that left shoulder and back down. Roll onto the right shoulder with the left shoulder towards right knee. Now bring the knee in towards it. So opposite knee, opposite shoulder. Keep those elbows back again. You shouldn't be able to see them, they're still in your peripheral. So use that floor to roll over and shift your shoulder, not your elbow, towards that knee. So the more you can get your shoulder off the floor, the harder your obliques will have to work. So this is all about waist toning. This is all about the teeny weeny waist that we're aiming towards. And those of you that are in years as young as mine, our waist is the bit that we seem to lose a little bit more. So these are good ones to get the tone into that waist. Let's pulse for 3. So pulse 3, 2, 1, and down. Still with your shoulder, keep that elbow back. Try and lift that waist off the floor. It's all about oblique work and rotating into that waist. Couple more here. And relax it down. Okay, we're going to finish with slow bicycles. So your shoulders are going to roll off the floor, lift them both off. Opposite knee, opposite elbow, you take the other leg down towards the floor. So still think of the shoulder coming more than the elbow coming, and just rotate. So if you want to stick with the singles you were doing where your leg stays on the floor, absolutely fine. Otherwise, let's rotate and lengthen that leg down towards the floor. Lifting the shoulders off. So really pull that shoulder towards the opposite knee. The more you can lift the shoulder, the more you'll tone that waist. Keep the elbows wide. Don't let them drop out. We've got 4 more here. Slowly. And relax. Hug those knees in. Roll side to side, round and round. Well done. We've got a nice stretch to finish off. Stretch into those obliques, stretch into the sides. So can you sit yourself up and your legs wide? So we're nearly there. We've got lovely Geraldine in a minute. So I just want you now to reach your right hand towards the inside of your left knee. Reach your left arm up and sideways bend towards that right leg. So reach over. So we're reaching down into our lats, into our obliques, and also into that muscle at the back called QL, which can become a bit tight, especially if you've got weak glutes. Reach down a little bit more, take a nice deep breath in, and take that head down towards that leg. Now just turn towards that right leg and take your chest down, hands either side of the leg and chest down towards the leg. Stretching now into the back of the leg. Take a deep breath in, blow it out, and a little bit lower. Now just walk your hands to the center. Don't go anywhere, but take your hands down towards the floor. Take your elbows down to the floor and stretching onto the inside of the thighs here. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lower a little bit more, chest towards the floor. Walk your hands round to that left leg, hands either side. Turn to face the leg, chest down towards that leg. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, lower down. Come up, take your left hand to the right, inside of the right knee. Right arm up, side bend, over towards that left leg. Reach along. Deep breath in, reach a bit further with that left hand and a bit further with the right over. Deep breath, blow it out. And come up. Have a little stretch, shake it out. Come onto your knees, just stretch into our hip flexors. Step forward with your right foot. Left knee is directly under left hip. Now squeeze that left hip. Push it forward. Reach up with your left arm. Reach over to your right side. Keep squeezing that left glute forward. You're not leaning forward very much. You're squeezing with the glutes to open out that hip. Should feel that down the front of the hip and into the quads. And release off. Change sides. Left foot steps forward. Right hip above right knee. Squeeze that right glute. Lift up tall with the right hand and lean over to your left. Keep squeezing that left glute forward, opening out the hip. And release off. Over to you, young gentleman.